Unfortunately, what happened in Vegas didn't stay in Vegas. We met Matt Delaney at SEMA, and when he heard our Cuda plans, he hooked us up with Bill Reilly and Ray Barton, true Mopar meisters in Allentown, PA.
For well over 30 years, no one really gave much thought to re-engineering the suspension system on Mopar products. With only 50,000 units sold for any one year for any one model, there really wasn't a lot of reason to rethink it. But now that they're becoming more expensive and rarer, all that's about to change. Bill?
Yeah.
Dan Woods.
How you doing?
Good, nice to meet you.
You too.
I hear you're doing some pretty wild stuff here, right?
Yes.
What's going on?
We build bolt-in suspension packages for all the Chrysler muscle cars.
Right, but I hear it's like not like the stuff that was originally from the factory. This is like out of the box thinking stuff, right?
Oh, it's far from original. Back in '98, I restored my own car. 3 years later, I was still working on it, trying to perfect what I had come up with, and one thing just led to the other, and before I knew it, other people were asking me to make the same thing.
Innovation 101. If you build it better, it will be bought.
Well, we do 2x2 square steel and cut it in cold saw. Then we put it in a bender, bend our cross members, drill the holes in appropriate places. I get it ready for the welder to put in the jigs so he don't have to do hardly any grinding. When you put it in the bender, there's a measurement on the end of the bender for the metal, and it has to be right. And then when you bolt everything down, there's certain degrees on the bender. And you're looking at them degrees while you're bending. And you want to make that, you stop the bender right at the right degree.
All right, so that's the piece that goes under the oil pan.
Right.
Nice.
That'll be fit.
This goes over to the jig.
A couple of cuts and our first piece is ready for some star treatment. Meet the shop star.
I'm Bill's welder. I do all his welding for him. From start to finish, about an hour and a half. That's with all the welding done, just the welding. And then we got to go on for like another hour cleaning it, which none of us like to do, so we take turns at that.
I can't believe in the short time that I've been golfing that I already get the green jacket.
Putting a few tack welds in place is a long chip shot from being the shop's new welder, but it does give a sense of how critical quality welds are to the assembly. Most of these components are destined for race applications, and they'll be put through some punishing treatment.
I bevel all the pieces and everything, so I make sure I get good penetration, because a lot of the people who get this are going to beat the snot out of it in their car.
One of the first guys to put these welds to the test was Matt Delaney. A veteran racer, Matt works directly with Mopar's racing division to help develop new products.
We're providing a rear suspension here to the Goodmark company that is a Dodge base. It comes in with the Viper center section, and it has an all-new design that allows for hard cornering, hard braking, and you can hit it with 1,000 horsepower.
Matt's learned where the weak points are the hard way. Bet you that was fun.
I'm going to recommend to Paul a couple of braces that I do on cars to help hold the car frame straight. I build a few of them for cars that I build, so when I build them, I'm going to cut a few spares and mill them out and suggest that he might weld them on.
We actually shortened the control arms 3/4 of an inch per side compared to the factory ones. And the spindle actually is a wider type of track than the factory spindle. But we had to use this spindle because it's a front steer application, so it changes all the geometry.
Bill pre-assembles every unit before he ships it to make sure every piece fits correctly, then tears it down for shipping. Front or rear, they all get quality checked before they go out the door.
And there's the complete rotor.
Willwood's two-part rotors are Bill's new favorites for stopping power. Slotted and ported, they make a nice fit for the package.
We use QA1 shocks in all of our builds. They're a great working shock for the price.
If you're not familiar with this suspension, you're in some strange territory. A torsion bar system can cause plenty of head scratching for anyone except a Mopar fan.
I really think it's the culmination of 10 years of obsession with Chrysler muscle cars and mechanical moving parts.
You know, Mopar maniacs aren't just forward thinking. Some of them are thinking about the back end, some of those thoughts of Viper venom.